17th of August 2020, Monday afternoon in Europe. So good afternoon from Europe. Good morning, good evening, guys, wherever you are. Piotr here is live Forex Global YouTube channel. 3 minutes left to US cash open. Before we start, risk warning, guys, please bear in mind trading on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all initial investments, so please do not invest the money you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Okay guys, as usual when it comes to the US cash open, we are going to check the first 5-minute trading range, and of course we are going to monitor Nasdaq. We decode Nasdaq, or Nasdaq been decoded by us last week, especially Thursday, Friday. The dip we were discussing happened. Maybe it wasn't the super deep I've been expecting with the stop count and reversal, right? But still we hit the levels based on 1-to-1. We explain everything and we are rising. Now when it comes to the higher prices, how high can we go? With being here, we might try to hit some more stops and try to finish the business. Retest the swing high over here. So Friday high, Thursday high might be targeted and stops are above, right? Cool. So we know where we are. Still 1.5 to go. I'm going to switch to the lower time frame. Well, we got few datas earlier today. Just 1 second, guys. We started the week with preliminary GDP out of Japan, weaker than what market was expecting. Revised industrial production in Japan, weaker than what market was expecting. And in US Empire State Manufacturing Index, weak like, I don't wanna like what, but anyway, 3.7, expectations 14.6, previous one 17.2, especially the new orders were key here. So there is a little bit of the weakness. The question is if it's temporary and the V formation on the that Empire State Manufacturing Index chart will continue, or it's something bigger, right? Well, when it comes to FX, so the victim of that weak number, the biggest weak victim is the dollar JPY, but here we are approaching very important level. I'm going to get back into that in a second once the Nasdaq is open. So we are going to set the cash open, and that's also the weekly. So maybe I'm gonna let's do it that way. That's also weekly cash open. All right. So there is no change because what we discussed when it comes to the Nasdaq, when we decoded the Nasdaq, right? I've mentioned that I'm gonna to look to fade the rally, right? And that's what I'm waiting for. When it comes to the downside and the idea about the long, there is I'm going to make a small adjustment this time. Yes, I want to see stop count, right? That's when enough is enough. I want to see some stop count and reversal that could be set up for long. Otherwise, I want to see stop count here to hit levels close to 11,280, 90, right? The retest of the swing high to the left, and the rejection, that would be a short setup for me. We will see. And of course, what I'm looking for also is a wider first 5-minute trading range. I would like to see 50 points plus. Let's have a look what we have right now. Jeez. 12. Still looks like some guys trying to take the advantage of the last 2 weeks of the summer holiday. Maybe that's the thing. Very tight range for now. All right, we are going to get back into the range in a second. Let's see what we have when it comes to the dollar yen. So when it comes to the dollar yen, I'm looking for 1-to-1 at least to the upside. So I think we still have a space to the upside, at least a little bit space to the upside towards 107.50, 60. That's how I see the things. So right now, the current pullback, probably I'm going to treat as a buying opportunity based on the swing high, based on the 1-to-1 on the intraday perspective. So you know where we are, what we are targeting, right? Let's switch to the hourly, and here I have the first yellow buying zone, right? It's based on what we've previously seen, and I have two lines. One is in the middle of that yellow range, one is a little bit higher. It's based on this pullback rally, so some kind of the demand here, and my stop is gonna be below 105.92. all right, and I'm gonna to try to start to trade with 1-to-1, so close to 106, right? We are approaching the first line, but just to be perfectly clear, guys, right, as you can see, the midline over here, the buying zone here, that's what I'm looking for. Of course, the risk is when it comes to the overall weaker Empire Manufacturing Index, number one, and the number two, how the indices are going to react, right? Still got 1 minute more, 1 minute 10 seconds. What the current range? Poor 22, 23, poor range right now. So we got back above the weekly cash open, rally, then right now pullback, retest, and last minute left. All right, let's have a look what we have on the euro dollar side. Very, very tight range, so meaning that it's a little bit really quiet here on that front. That's the weekly open, and what we have today is like the high 1868, low 28, so we have a 40 pips, and I think that euro dollar, I'm not touching before 119, right? So retest of the swing high over here, number one. Number two, what I'm thinking about is the latest consolidation, 119, 117, right? So if we are going to see the rejection here, we might see move back towards 117, so trading the range. But in case of the upside break, we are opening 121, so deeper pullback might be buying opportunity for the attack of 120 psychological level, and then higher towards 121. But if we are going to fail here and we are going to see move lower, break below 117, reopening 115, the levels or the zone 15, 1450, where I mentioned quite a few times that that might be the zone to renew euro dollar longs. We will see. Cable, very tight range when it comes to the cable. Nothing spectacular going on. I think the summer holiday here is quite visible. No change in my view. 3180, 3220, downside 30, 2980. That's how I see the things. Below 27, above 30, 33, 34, towards 35. Nothing spectacular going on when it comes to the cable. So I'm going to focus on the dollar yen today. Also, since Friday, again, from the intraday perspective, we've seen very nice pullback into the demand zone. I'm staying long. I took partial profit late Friday before the close, and I'm looking for a possibility to renew the longs. Let's get back into the Nasdaq for a second, and let's try to make summary. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very tiny. Yeah, 22 points, a very tiny range when it comes to the Nasdaq. So I'm looking for extremes, right? I'm looking for rally and eventually the failure somewhere around levels close to 11,280, 290, 300 as a round number. I'm looking to buy dollar yen on this move to the downside, looking for some kind of the consolidation around the option expiration, then ahead of the London fix, and second part of the day I do believe we might see a little bit of the recovery. Again, I want to see some kind of on the smaller time frame, I want to see some kind of the reversal. I'm going to have very tight stop. Euro dollar and cable, nothing extraordinary for now, but don't forget that we have some CPI numbers coming out later this week, so more to come, and euro pound looking to buy again. Guys, it was my pleasure to make the update for ya. Slow start of the week, but anyway, I do expect some fireworks later this week. With that being said, don't be trapped, and see you around. Take care and goodbye, guys.